Hey, this is State Representative Seth Grove. I just want to give you an update on an important piece of legislation which moved out of the Health Committee yesterday. House Bill 1354, which creates the Office of the Independent Medical Assistance Director. The scope of this legislation is twofold. Number one, improve the health outcomes of our medical assistance programs, and through doing that, reducing costs for taxpayers. It's a comprehensive bill that requires the Office of Medical Assistance to move to this independent agency, which oversees all of our medical assistance Medicaid programs in the Commonwealth. It's billions of dollars of federal and taxpayer dollars that would move through this office. We have a nomination committee selected by House and Senate members. They will offer the governor 3 choices. The governor will select one, and then there's a Senate confirmation. The director who is selected will serve for 6-year terms and ultimately remove politics out of health decisions and financial decisions in dealing with our Medicaid programs here in the Commonwealth. It does some really cool stuff. It requires the Medicaid director work with the state treasurer to improve cash flow of the Commonwealth. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, but we have severe cash flow issues in our general fund. If we're able to get the federal government to give us our payments first and then send that money out to our MCOs and individuals who are contractors within our Medicaid assistance programs, we'll be able to drastically reduce the need for borrowing to fill those need for cash flow problems. It also requires the Medicaid director to come before the Appropriations Committee every January to present data to show where the program is, and it requires the Medicaid director to stay under budget. For the past few years, the Department of Human Services has been overspending on our medical assistance programs. This year alone, it was an increase of $223 million over budget. So we get to reduce costs for taxpayers and provide better healthcare outcomes. Now, those healthcare outcomes are going to be improved through evidence-based programs, which are required within any contract signed, creation of medical homes requiring Medicaid recipients to actually go to a primary care physician first and foremost to manage care. That has actually saved North Carolina $984 million over 4 years, the use of medical homes. We also have value-based purchasing to make sure we have performance metrics, and we're requiring better performance, better healthcare outcomes. It also requires the director to come up with performance measures and outcome measures for both MCOs and budgetary expenditures, so we in the General Assembly can better gauge how those programs are increasing healthcare outcomes as well as performing, utilizing independent source to do that. Ultimately, I think this House Bill 1354 will improve healthcare outcomes for Pennsylvania residents, making Pennsylvania healthier, as well as reduce costs for Pennsylvania taxpayers moving forward, and make sure we remove politics out of those decision makings moving forward. I'm hoping for floor action Thursday and Friday of this week, and able to get this bill over to the Senate to obviously improve Commonwealth fiscal positions and health outcomes. So that's it for me on this legislative update. Again, I'm State Representative Seth Grove. If you want any information on this topic, please feel free to go to repgrove.com.